You need to get up and do your job. So that's one thing I learned, that I have to force myself and train myself to work every single day, at least do something. And not do something, this is not me, man. I do everything in one day. I do a lot of things, you know, in one day. So that's the habit that I've trained myself to learn. What's your biggest fear in life?
Nothing.
Sä minun kiamaan, sä puhutin snake.
From that.
Guys, if you have snakes, I'm just kiamaan. Why did she just say nothing? What's your biggest fear in life apart from snakes?
Apart from snakes, I don't fear anything because we have one life, so we have to live it to the fullest. We have a free will.
She's saying that because she's an athlete. Sports people, they don't fear anything. And if you're a sports person watching this, sports people that win in sports, they don't have any fears left in them. So yeah, that makes sense. Okay, but as a polythene snake, so don't bring snakes near us, please.
How do you handle?
Wait, sorry, let me cut you. So one time I had this ex, and he was from the Highlands, but I won't tell you which place. So he was like, "Oh, babe, you should come and have like a weekend with me." And then he called me with his family, and he might be watching this video. He called me with his family, and then he was saying, what kind of soup do you want? And I was like, what kind of soup? He was like, "Mi basali ol mangi golo mountain over okili snake blue." What the fuck? Like an actual snake, big snakes. And then he wanted to make a soup for me, but luckily I stayed back home. I didn't fly to him because he told me that. So I would never eat a snake meat. Like, why? Why out? Like, okay, I respect your culture, but why out of all the protein in the world you would pick a snake for me? Why would you pick a snake for me?
Want a snake with it?
Me want him. Do I look like a freaking? Am I Medusa? And then he was telling me, what type of snake do you want? Do you want a green snake, redhead? He even sent me pictures of the snakes. They were like this. They were really huge and long. He was saying, okay, the green one, it tastes funny. What the fuck? You trying to give me a serpent? Do you think I'm Eve? Okay, let's move on.
How do you handle failure?
How do I handle failure? Like I said, I shame myself into success. That's something I need to stop. You don't need to shame yourself into success. But that's my journey, and it worked out for me. But so yeah, when I fail, it takes me a day to recover. I give myself one day to say I failed. And in life, one thing human beings lack, they freaking lack acceptance. They don't accept themselves. If their boyfriend leaves them, they will never accept it. They're in denial. They go back to their cheating boyfriend or their toxic, abusive boyfriend, which is going to be our next episode about relationships. Ground. Anyway, so I accept that I failed for one day. Let's say less than 24 hours, I feel like, oh, I'm a failure, blah, blah, blah. And then all the emotion goes out. And then I wake up next day and I do better. So that's how I take failure. You have to accept that you failed. You have to accept that you failed. But I always live by this rule. So I always live by that rule. I read this quote. I read this phrase in Rich Dad Poor Dad. Robert Kiyosaki. I put the book here. Rich Dad Poor Dad. Yeah, so he said that failure is not a noun, but people see it as a noun. Failure is an adjective, and you can fail as many times as you want before you get successful. So yeah, that's how I take failure. Okay, let me ask you, how do you take failure? She's copying me.
Okay, I won't copy you. Well, failure at the end of the day, I take it, and the next day it's still like yours. But
no, it's the same. That's the universal law. It's gotta be same. Yeah.
The next day I will do better.
That's
Or
right.
if a door closes, then a window opens. So it's not the end of the world. If you fail, then you didn't fail for life.
Yeah,
It's just one day emptiness.
I like it. As for me, if I fail something in business, I make sure to get it. I'm very competitive because, like, if something rejects me, it means that I'm not equipped for that position. So I try to make myself be equipped so they can get me again, and then they get me after. So I use the failure to actually grow myself. If I fail, I have to do better, so I need to be accepted in that certain level, but not in personal things. Like relationships, if it fails, you can fuck off. Honestly, you can fuck off. You can fuck off. You can suck fuck off. Can tell me all you want. This is my fucking podcast. I will talk however I want. This is not TV, not sponsored by anything. This is my podcast. I will say whatever I want. So if you're like, this only works for business, but if you're a guy, you can fuck off. Fuck off. The door is open. There's like. Next question. This is very stressful for me. Maybe some of you like to be punching bags, but that's another video. How you should not be a punching bag. That's gonna be a next video. Remember it. How you should not be a punching bag or a doormat. That's gonna be my next episode. Biggest principle of life.
Animals, human beings, the whole universe.
Nature, anything.
Be kind to the universe, and it's gonna be kind to you.
But don't be kind to your lying, broke boyfriend. Like, what's there to be kind about when there's no money? Are you being kind to poverty? Are you want to be kind to homelessness? Like, why would you be kind? Okay. Anyway, first of all, if you were kind to yourself, you wouldn't even attract this person. This is going well.
Okay. Do you believe that people can change?
Aha, never. Let me tell you something. Wait, let me tell you something. In life, nobody will change, no matter how you try. This goes out to the ladies constantly trying to change their cheating boyfriends. You will never change. Once a cheater, always a cheater. You cannot take a whore out of a street and make him a husband. Anyway, nobody will ever change for you. You have to change for yourself and you attract better. Nobody. The only time when people change, when they want to change. Firstly, when they want to change, and do you know where that idea comes from? It comes from rock bottom. When people go through rock bottom, that's when they change. Not because of you, not because of whoever, not because of their girlfriend, not because of whatever. They change for themselves because they hit rock bottom. Something is very wrong.
Not even their kids.
Or when they cheat on you, they know that, oh, she'll still stay with me, so I'll just change my life. Never. Don't do that.
Do you think money can buy happiness?
Say it again.
Do you think money can buy happiness?
Are you challenging me with this question because I like money? Okay, from my husband's wallet, it buys my happiness. But in fact, money does not buy happiness, but it buys comfort.
Okay.
For life, because we need money for everything now.
So yes,
but happiness, people shouldn't equate happiness with money. You know, people should not equate happiness with money, because no matter how much money you have, you will never be happy. And yeah, let me put it again. Money buys comfort. Money does not buy happiness. The three things in life you cannot buy: money, love, and a good body. Never. Or a mindset. If you're dumb, you're dumb. Go and read a book. Money will never buy your mindset.
Okay, next.
Another question. I don't like this question. It's too shallow.
What's a moment that changed your perspective on life?
oh my gosh, when we have a lot of pets, so when our pets die, it's a really, it's agony, you know, it's pure agony. The pain is excruciating. Sorry guys, I'm using very expensive words because I like to use simple words on TikTok because my audience are kids, so I try my best to use, you know, fifth grade explanations and stuff. And people will always tell me, oh, you're dumb, you don't know what to say, but you're broke and I have money. Anyway, so yeah, the pain is excruciating, that it sort of changes you as a person. So when my pets die, each and every one of them, I feel like I'm born again. In the African culture, death is the beginning. So when people die in African culture, some African culture, they call it spiritual death. I mean, they died physically, but they say that it's the beginning, you know, rebirth. Yeah, so it changes how I think physically and in my soul. And I think pain changes people, you know. And also pain is a good thing to learn things from. So yeah, my pets change how I see life when they pass. Yeah. What's your idea of the perfect date?
Perfect date. No idea.
No, you have to have an idea. So you want to be with broke people? You want to walk on the streets or what?
Perfect date.
Honestly, my perfect date is when I go to the ATM. Like money will never disappoint you. Okay, this is a good question. How do you define a true friend?
How do you define a true friend? Well, loyalty. And they'll always be there.
Okay. How I defined a true friend, you have to know that there's certain types of friends, and you have to put them in categories. Did you know that? There's friends where you have fun with, and the friends where you have fun with won't come to church with you because it's a different friend.
Okay.
I think we have to meet people on their level of how do I say it? Level of how they are or what they do, their activities. So you have friends for fun. Let's say like you go out, go to restaurants, go to karaoke, you go to club. There's friends for spiritual growth. There's also true friends, like your close friends that they're down for anything. Like if you need something, they come to you, and those are the ones that you value, but also value the ones that you hang out with too, because they are friends, but in a different category. So that's what I learned. Not one person cannot be your friend that comes to you when you're sick, or goes to you out, or goes to you with the restaurant. That's too much for them. Like we have to think of their life, their finances, and whatever they are too. So yeah. but I believe that friendship is a two-way thing. Like I check on you, you check on me. So I'm sorry if your friends don't check on you, they don't like you. That's the truth. They're like, oh, we're busy, we have things. They're not busy. It takes 2 seconds to text someone. Like if I want to text my friend, let me just text them right now. And then you count the seconds. Count the seconds. Hi, miss you. 2 seconds. It went. But I can't show you guys the message. Oh. You might see your father. I'm kidding. No, just a friend. I just said hi, miss you. It takes 2 seconds. So if they don't check up on you, you don't stop Pluto. You are here, but they're not checking up on you, so they don't like you. So you need to move on. We are done with our questions. So we're gonna finish up with how can people in general gain their confidence in life? What should they do? What's the blueprint of confidence?
Don't limit yourself. If you wanna do something, if you wanna go out there, you have to go and do it. No second thoughts.
Yeah. As for me, if you are in a confident journey, like I said, confidence is from the inside, so you need to rip yourself apart inside and to be reborn, rebirth, go through a spiritual rebirth, and your confidence will come later. It means that you have to have strong values in life. Be kind, be honest, don't steal, don't do shit. And you have to train yourself every day. And then when you have strong values of who you are, always put God first. And from there, later, you will have so much confidence because you're already a whole person. So everything is, let's say, everything in the universe is interdependent. It means, interdependence means, like, let's say, all the planets in the solar system, they coexist together. Like the sun needs the moon needs the sun, the earth needs the sun. It cannot exist without the other. So that's what in life you want to be confident. You have to sort of balance everything out and learn your values. And because everything is, how do I say it? Everything is existing interdependently. Yeah. What do you think in the rooms? Okay, this is gonna be controversial, so but I'm gonna speak it since I am in the level of corporate world and business world, the world of business. I mean, we're both in the world of business. So I've noticed that in these rooms, people are half as talented as the rest of the people. It's about in rooms where there's successful people only. I've seen that some of them are not that, how do I say it? And I've learned one trait that successful people have is they have the guts. They may not be the talented person in the room, but they have the guts. But there's many talented people that are around, walking on the streets, in the village, anywhere. They're smart. Even their IQs are very high. Some of them are very strong in sports, but they lack guts. So that's what I was gonna say. So I think that
Goes back to confidence, huh?
it goes back to confidence.
Yes.
You know, the most successful people, they have the confidence to do something when they are imperfect. They know that they're imperfect. They accept their flaws. If they're ugly, then they're ugly. They accept it. Like almost like yaman idle room. Like if you're ugly, you're ugly. You born ugly. Like my husband, he's ugly. Anyway, I'll cut that part. So you have to accept, you know, your flaws and everything. So yeah, so that comes back to confidence. Do you think that, I think I just said everything. Why am I even repeating myself? Yeah, I've seen that. I thought that I would be in the successful places and
Everyone would be so smart.
everyone would be so smart, like they
so
would
perfect.
they would be so perfect, or they would have 180, 200 plus IQ. But
they're just as
most
simple
of them are dumb. Like I'm saying dumb in a nice way, not like, yeah, but the thing they have is they always try.
Yeah.
They always try.
everything.
And somehow they get there. And then when they get there as a successful team, all of them, they help each other, so it becomes a village. Now I think we're done, and thank you for watching the first episode of Fonty Diaries. The topic for the whole episode was confidence, and we should be posting another one next week. Bye.